And we'll bring up the baseline. There we go. Okay, I did kind of talk about the Aussie Yen a little bit, more bullish on this, looking at that reversal baseline bounce. I did talk about having limit buy orders set at the baseline for the reversal baseline bounce. We have not seen that movement down toward that level yet, and we are kind of seeing a little bit of a bullish reactionary off of this level right now. Again, still overall looking at the Aussie Yen, I'd still be more biased to the upside, but we don't have a strong signal at this point in time. Now, however, one could argue that we do, because let's think about this for a little bit. When we're above the baseline, when we talk about foreign currency, we're more bullish than bearish, right? So we are above the baseline, and we do have a couple things happening today. We'd be looking for a continuation trade. Continuation trade means volume is less of an issue. We do have MINX crossing up into the static line, which again, what is that? That is an exit signal for a short. It can also be a continuation entry for a long. Now, I feel a lot more confidence when I see those cross-ups happen above the initiation level, above the 0 line in this case. But we also have our exit indicator. We have time transformation crossing up as well, and kind of deep into that. Let's actually take a look and see if we can see any of that. Yeah, we actually do have hidden bullish divergence on this pair right here, where we have a low in price action right here, which actually was regular bullish divergence because time transformation does do divergence as well, auto-magically. We do have a higher low in price action, but a lower low on our oscillator that is hidden bullish divergence, meaning the movement to the downside has exhausted our momentum oscillator more than it did over here. Those are a couple bullish signs. I would be okay. I would understand the idea of looking to take that continuation long off of this. So actually for that purpose, I'm going to go ahead and add this to my watch list and take a closer look at this toward the close of the FX markets this evening. Aussie Kiwi, again, same thing. I would be more bullish than bearish on the Aussie pairs. We don't have that same nice signal coming in from MINX yet, but just looking at this, I would definitely be more interested in taking the long. And again, we see that exact same phenomena over here where we have this hidden bullish divergence. We have a low on our oscillator. We have a lower low. We don't actually have confirmation of that low because we don't have the cross up yet, just like we don't have the cross up on MINX. But this is something I would be keeping my eye on, potentially maybe the next candle. But as we sit, so maybe Monday I'll come look at this. So I'm not going to add this one to my watch list. But as we sit right now, I would still have limit buys right here at that 1.06826 level, right at the 30 Donchian. Aussie dollar. I would stay away from the Aussie dollar. Again, very squirrely about dollar pairs most of the time, and especially right now with just the way that the world is. Sometimes these things trade very clean, and just overall, I prefer to take those nice, clean, trending trades. And we've had a couple signals here for short trending trades, but I just haven't felt the confidence to take them on dollar pairs, and that's that just comes. We did talk about the Canadian Swissy. As you can see here, my live trades will be on the screen. I did not end up taking that long trade off of the Canadian Swissy. I just did not end up liking the way that it looked. And of course, again, that's kind of invalid to talk about because we don't necessarily look at our volume indicators for these continuation signals. But we can see that we're not even above the dead zone. So I'm not going to lie that did play a part of my analysis and my hesitancy to take this trade. And again, I'm kind of, obviously glad. This doesn't really mean anything to me. Yes, it's a little bit of a down movement. Would I be in a little bit of drawdown? Yes. But again, I still have my eye on it. I'm just not entering into a trade right now. Canadian yen. Canadian yen, exact same thing. We had that potential reversal signal over here on the 25th of September, 2019. One might have hit and take profit one on this. Let's actually pull up Quadriga right now and take a look at what our stops and targets might have been. Now, we haven't quite hit our TP1. You came very, very close to it on the high of today's candle. So, yeah, I'm not going to take any action on this one either, especially with parallax signaling for the short down here. Let's go to the Swiss yen. The Swiss yen actually putting in a little bit of nice bullishness right here. Let's see. We don't have the continuation signal yet. We don't have that yet. That'll also be giving us a primary signal as well, crossing back above the initiation level right there. We do have it from time transformation, but that's just not good enough for us. And we still have parallax telling us that the trend has not fully commenced to the upside. Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie parallax is just now going short. MINX is confirming that as well. But we don't have the, actually, we'd be looking for a continuation signal. So that is not necessary. So let's look at the Euro Aussie to go short on tonight. Euro Canadian, I am short on. The Euro Canadian, waiting for the exit signal to load up here. Haven't gotten it yet, so I'll still be. I will still be in the trade. No reason to exit it tonight. I'll let this ride and see how Sunday's open affects this. Euro Swissy, I am also short on as well. It is now finally moving in my favor when I did take the short. And again, kind of taking the short a little past. Actually, not really, because the candle had just closed. This is when I got the official signal, because this is going to be a primary signal. So I do need WADA to tell me what to do. And I did end up getting it on the close of this candle. I didn't get a chance to take it right before the close, as I prefer to trade, but I did catch it on the open, which spreads are a little higher right after the close, but it is what it is. But finally now price moving in my favor, and so nothing to do except let this ride. We're just going to kind of speed up here and look at a few more pairs. Euro Kiwi looks like it might be entering into a long trade right here, but not getting the signal from Minx. Let's go ahead and hop down to the pound dollar. Pound dollar is in this reversal baseline area. Again, as I've said, you don't want to be calling tops and bottoms, but this is where you might want to have your buy set, or more, perhaps a better way to look at this is this. This is where you want to be keeping your eye on price and then looking to see if we do end up getting that Minx and noise line cross up, which looks like it's probably going to take a couple days at this point in time. So, just keep your eyes on this one, the pound dollar, maybe in the next couple of days. Parallax is still telling you that you should be biased short, though. But again, above the baseline, we can't really be doing that. Kiwi dollar. Kiwi dollar, this is a no trade zone for me. I want to see some movement from this. And let's look at the dollar CAD. Yeah, dollar CAD is treacherous right now. I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole. You can see that I attempted to take a trade on this. And was, mildly successful with this, did end up taking a short, took profit very, very quickly, and I'm out. I don't want to touch this. Dollar yen, one of my favorite pairs to trade, honestly. We are actually going to be getting that. Let's take a gander here. Got that continuation signal yesterday with hidden bullish divergence right down here and above the baseline. So this actually doesn't look too bad. Might be looking to take the dollar yen long. And Aussie Canadian. I am short on the Aussie Canadian. I did hit my first take profit over here on yesterday's candle, not getting the exit signal, so stop losses at break even, so really nothing to do. And of course, I do want to close the day out by looking at the dollar yuan, and we have not gotten volume yet. There's just not enough volume for us to be looking to take this trade. Wadatar Explosion has kept us out of this, even though Parallax and Minx have been signaling to go long here for a few days. So this might be something that we regret, but overall, this has been a slightly treacherous pair to trade as well. Of course, we did, capture some okay movements on this one, but overall, not really thrilled about this one. And it doesn't really matter because, again, at the end of the day, I have to listen to the indicators, and it's not my subjective style of what I want to do. So that's our quick wrap up right there on Forex. Didn't go through all the currency pairs unless there's something. Jake says, I walk away from crypto for 2 seconds and everyone decides to break it. This is why we can't have nice things. Dan, good to see you, brother. You are down a fraction of a penny on my trade. I'm so sorry, man. Thank you so much, Crypto Caveman. Highly appreciate that. I love making indicators, man. It's one of my passions in life. Ken, down a fraction of a penny, but I'm staying in and taking the heat like a man. Now that's a quotable quote. That's a quotable, man. Quotable quote. Picking tops and bottoms is like picking your nose. It might feel good, but it's not something you usually want to hang on to. Put that on a t-shirt, man. Put that on a t-shirt. Okay. Have a quick glance at the SPY. Yeah, let's look at the SPY. Let's go over to traditional markets. And I'll actually look at the SP. I'm going to look at the CME futures. CME futures on the daily. I think this is better. Well, damn. Out of water. So you guys are just going to have to deal with my, I don't know, phlegm or something maybe as we continue to move forward.